Hello, my name is Irene Dolnick, author of the series Gert, Jazmine, and Bagel. Now we have a set of questions, but you know, the main thing is, I as a creator, how do I get kids involved in learning how to read? Now some kids say, oh, reading is boring or phonics is boring, but the point is, how are our children doing in the classrooms today where they're teaching to the test? This first book introduces the characters Gert, Jazmine, and Bagel, and yes, they are my dogs. So what do? How do I get the kids interested in reading? Through the illustrations. So the illustrations actually help the child to say, I really like Jazmine. So they're identifying with the individual characters. And then they focus on reading the words, which is segmented or broken up, and you've got the blended word up on top. This is what creators do. The second book covers different digraphs or trigraphs, and again we're helping the teachers teach. So the students identify with the characters, and in case you say, well, what if they don't identify with the characters? They are identifying with the characters. I've got testimonials on my website, and again we are color coding and breaking the word apart. That's segmenting, and the blended word is next to the word. So again, it's being encoded or stored in multiple places in the brain so that when they do have a test, they're able to retrieve it from multiple sites. Okay, now these are award-winning books, and we've created Gert, Jazmine, and Bagel, A Search for the Gold Bone. I learned how to do this when I was at UMass Boston. I was studying the brain and how a family and children encode or learn about their families. So I created this series, not knowing that I was going to be doing this, but I created this series to help kids, whether it's emotionally or help them to read. They're still retrieving all this information from the brain. Okay, so this is all created and assisted by UMass Boston when I was a student there. And through my work experience, I learned that teaching to the test is not the way children are going to improve themselves. It's by becoming an engaged reader and then learning what the teacher teaches them. And all the different sounds are covered here in my books. So it's not just, oh gosh, it's boring, or it's, why do I have to learn this? I've actually had kids come to me and say, Miss, I'm bored. And I found out, after speaking with them, that the real truth is they can't read. So this is an aid to help the teachers when they're teaching to improve the skills of students. I was going into the classroom and seeing that kids had trouble reading, whether it was third graders, fifth graders, or seventh graders. I became impassioned to help them learn to read so that they could be successful adults. That's what teachers do. They want you to be successful. They want you to learn your passion, learn what you want to do, and all this is through reading. Find a book or a genre that you are interested in. So if you're interested in horror, then read books about horror and a couple of different authors, so this way you can get a feeling for the characters or what you want to know about that character. What did the author not put into the books? So that you want to read something specific to you, what you like. Again, the reason that kids find reading very difficult is because there's too many rules to memorize. And the teachers are using their teacher's manual as mandated by state standards to follow the rules and the exercises to help children learn how to read. Now, let me give you an example. This is part of the Clifford Helps Children Learn to Read phonics book. And inside is a very simple sentence. So, does this help the student learn to read, or is it better to help them be more successful along with the teacher by breaking words down into pronunciation and color coding it and giving this material to the teacher in the classroom? That's what I think Gert, Jazmine, and Bagel does in the Gert, Jazmine, and Bagel series.